Welcome back to Dragon Age 2. So we just picked up our last, which is Eveline. Can we talk to our characters?
The heart of the city, for both commerce and crime, judging from my reports.
The estate better be worth the trouble. How good could it be? Mother wasn't in a hurry to come back before the Darkspawn.
And Varric has nothing to say. Alright. Aaron's Ferelden imports, you say? Well, loading screens are a bit more varied, at least.
Just step back. My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone help her?
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
I'm looking for someone.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Why should I defend
Who are you protecting?
You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Lose him to the temple.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
Oh, perish the thought. Another delicate mage flower.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
I made him know how.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
Right. Perfectly safe if he cooperates.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services.
Oh, it's Anders!
Refugees
I didn't know he
in
came
Downtown
back.
know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
I got 5 kids to feed. Where do I find?
Alright, nothing else really here. We're just gonna search inside and see if there's anything we can do stuff with. Ooh, there's a crate. I'm gonna steal from refugees. Mine.
Is there any flour? We've been out for a week. The children are eating sawdust.
I'm not donating shit. Eat my ass. I'm poor too. Give me a chance to build up like 900 and something gold.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
We're on the same side.
I'm as Ferelden as you. I won't harm your healer.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Maker bless the rule of our King Alistair.
I made Alistair the king. Alistair got made the king. Smoking the bandit. Smoking the bandit. Who's this?
I believe you lost this somewhere.
What?
Master Annis. This is a rare gesture.
Okay. Do I have anything else to... I have plenty of quests. Rumors. Main plot. I haven't even looked at a lot of these. Birthright. The way it should be. At night. Group of mages and transported from Starkhaven hasn't arrived at the gallows. Is currently just a rumor, however, and cannot be followed up on at this time. Okay. However. Okay, so these are all... Okay, so rumors are things that haven't become quests yet, it looks like. But these are quests. So let's do one of our companion quests here. I'm gonna mark this as active. So I think I can leave through here. These maps also seem to be a bit smaller and more compact than the first one. Alright, looks like we're going here to Dark Town. Let's get funky. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. I see things over here. There's a glowing thingy. Ooh, great sword. Can I give that to him? Mercenaries long void. Oh yeah, let's do that. Ooh, nice. Okay. That's just leaving the area, so it looks like we have to keep going this way. There's multiple things in here. Looks like there's a quest over here. Go up this way. Tomwise.
Tomwise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since Mirren hired me for that Red Iron job. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the Deep Roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
It's a living.
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? The Red Iron's been scarce, and business has been a little slow. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
Okay. Okay, so another craftsman. Alright, so there's nothing else here, it looks like. That's just me finding stuff with him, which I can actually go to the house and do, it looks like.
Don't like Darktown?
Kirkwall Dark Horse. Darktown was once a mine controlled by the Devinter Imperium. Once exhausted, the mine shafts were extended under the city to dispose of sewage from Kirkwall's overcrowded population of slaves. Unsurprisingly, the tunnels became a refuge for those fleeing captivity. A similar trend continues today. The Undercity, as some call it, is home to the diseased, the insane, to criminals, and even the dead. Unwanted corpses are often discarded here by murderers and lazy undertakers. Darktown slums makes Lowtown look pleasant in comparison. The foul miasma known as choke damp clogs and swells in every corner of the Darktown, creating a poisonous mist. Its sewers are a dangerous place. The walls are damp, stick, and coated with phosphorescent lichen. The sewer is a maze, and one foolish enough to enter is not likely to be heard from again. For the pursuit of knowledge of Brother Jenna TV. Okay. Interesting. So it doesn't look like I can do anything else here, so I gotta go up here. And what is this? Gather your party. Oh, okay. No, I want to go do
well,
so. This looks like the place.
That's the estate's cellar.
The cellars go this far.
Yeah, that's Anders.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I mean no harm.
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the Deep Roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat.
Oh.
Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the Deep Roads.
Sir Pouncelot?
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot? in the deep roads?
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a Genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
Can people leave the Wardens?
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I want your help.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
What's the favor?
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
Yes.
I would help any mage in such circumstances, map or no.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Okay, so he gets plus more rival points. So it's either rival points. So they did the Paragon and Renegade system. They just did it with this game. I kind of like the old one better, where it was like a good bad slider. But I mean, it's serviceable. All right, now we're gonna go into the estate, because this is where we go for our brother Carver. Carver Hawk. Ooh, a barrel. That shield better than what she currently has. Yep. Alright. Okay, let's get in here.
On your...
Trying to help me, you lousy fucks. You lousy bastards. Okay, so that's a locked door. I can't go in there yet. I guess I gotta go around.
Here we go!
Get him, boys! Tiger's
If you have
eye
a plan,
fragment.
get to it. That's the Amel crest, I think.
It's truly sad what happened to the Amels, isn't it? I still remember grandmother talking about the balls that Lord Aristide used to hold at their estate, and the Antivan violin players and dancers from Afsana No expense was spared, and no one would dare miss it, lest someone think they were unworthy of an invitation. And then poor Refka had the child magical talent running in one of Kirkwood's most prominent families. The Templars had considered Lord Aristide to be Viscount of Threnhold's arrest. Can you imagine the scandal had he been chosen? They whisked the child away to the Circle, and the Amels simply had no luck after that. Leandra ran off with a Ferelden mage, and then Damion was accused of smuggling poor Lord Faustin, almost bankrupted his family trying to get the charges dropped, and I hear Viscount Marlowe simply wanted the Amels out of the picture. And it worked too, didn't it? By the time Lord Faustin got sick, there was only young Gamlin left, and a mountain of debt. I spoke to Dulcie just the other day, and apparently Gamlin is now living in some low-town shack. Sounds like the sort of character you'd cross a street to avoid. And let's not even talk about the estate. Mother says we should remember the Amels because that sort of thing could happen to us any day. You know the old saying, a marcher's fortune rises and falls with the tide. If you ask me, this is just another misfortune that magic brings to honest folk. Andraste helped that poor family. Whatever lies in store for them. Excerpt from a letter written by Lady Emily de Montfort.
Mother described it once. Put that above you. Well, you better have the ties to back it up. Otherwise you just look old.
This way.
That's enough out of you!
Damn it, you bastard! Eat my pig! You will not see me. We got him, gang. They're all dead. Damn. What's in here? Oh, you got bitches in the corner? That didn't take long. Those guys are all dead. Ooh. What is this? History of Kirkland, Chapter 2. We got something. As the Imperium's borders slowly receded after the devastation of the First Blight and the subsequent barbarian invasion, many outposts in the area, known today as the Free Marches, were cut off from centers of power. Numerous warlords tried consolidating the region into a single kingdom, but resistance prevailed. Emirius held out for almost a century until it fell to a slave revolt in 25 Ancient. It was not the first such revolt Emirius suffered, but it was the last. It started when an Almari slave named Radam began earning popularity and power by pushing for better conditions. Radon's growing influence prevented the Magisters from touching him, but eventually they had him poisoned. Furious, a group of Radon's supporters stormed the gallows and were massacred, and so began a bloody year-long rebellion. The city burned and wealthy Hightower was sacked. The Magisters hung before cheering crowds. Emirius assumed the new names of Kirkwall, Kirk, meaning black, after its jetstone cliffs. The new city plunged into anarchy over a decade, and its defenses fell into ruin. Kirkwall has been conquered many times since the city owns independence, suffering since the freeing of its slaves. From the Kirkwall, the City of Chains, by Brother Genetivi. Indeed. Let's go get some nutsacks together, boys. Alright, so that doesn't open. That's the doorway that leads into the other area.
Watch where you step.
I'm sorry, what is this?
knew I should have slit his throat. Now did that bastard get?
Ah, God, it's poisoning us. So terrible. Eat my rock penis. We're all dying here, Richie. Alright, well, we killed all those guys. Imperial Bloodhelm, you say? I want a helmet. Ooh, apostate's robes. They suck. History of the Circle. Jesus Christ, goddammit. It is a truth universally acknowledged that nothing is more successful at inspiring a person to mischief as being told not to do something. Unfortunately, the Chantry of the Divine Age had some trouble with obvious truths. Although it did not outlaw magic, quite the contrary, as the Chantry relied upon magic to kindle the eternal flame which burns in every brazier and every chantry, it relegated mages to lighting candles and lamps and perhaps occasional dusting of rafters and eaves. I will give my readers a moment to contemplate how well such a role satisfied the mages of the time. It surprised absolutely no one when the mage of Valrayo, in protest, snuffed the sacred flames of the cathedral and barricaded themselves inside the choir loft. No one, that is, but divine Ambrosia II, who was outraged and attempted to order an exalted march upon her own cathedral. Even her most devout Templars discouraged that idea. For 21 days the fires remained unlit while negotiations were conducted, legends tell us, by shouting back and forth from the loft. Mages went cheerily into exile in a remote fortress outside of the capital, where they would be kept under the watchful eye of the Templars and a council of their own elder magi. Outside of normal society and outside of the Chantry, the mages would form their own closed society, the Circle, separated for the first time in human history. From Of Fires, Circles, and Templars, A History of Magic in the Chantry by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. I think we may have met her, too. I'm trying to remember. We may have met her.
I suppose I could give that a shot. Piece of cake.
You smoked him, Varric. I want a helmet. I want a dipshit helmet, damn it. Well, ballsack. Alright, where are we going now? We're gonna go this way. Up the stairs.
That has to be the vault. If there's anything to learn about the family, that's where it is.
Cracked rose diamond, open fragment. What is in this?
So this is it. Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
I'll head for the door soon enough. I want to look around first.
I do want to look around first. I want to travel up here and see what shit is up here. Oh, okay. So I could just leave. Alright, so that's literally it. Alright, well, I've gone through all the lower stuff, so I'm fine. We're back in Hightown.
I don't like some of the people you've been associating with, Carver.
Kirkwall, Hightown.
Talk to my brother.
At the height of the Tevinter Imperium slave trade, Kirkwall's elite prospered beyond dreams of avarice. Hightown was built for the wealthiest slavers, its glitzy mansions rising atop a great wall of rock that borders, on one side, the walking sea, Lowtown covered on its other side until Kirkwall's slaves rose to plunder and destroy Hightown's riches. Today, Hightown's prominent buildings are the keeps home to the ruling Viscount, and the Chantry home. To the Grand Cleric and the city's religious center, both are converted estates that once housed wealthy magisters, rebuilt and converted after the uprising. Another thing for Brother Genetivi.
He's the one in charge.
Who says I don't mean him too?
Let's see what we got here. Blooming Rose. Okay, I don't remember what that is.
I don't want to see you end up the same way.
Would asking you to stop spying help in the least?
No. Keep moving. I'd rather not be mistaken for a client.
You bloody bastards.
Interesting place.
Let's not stay here for long.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him.
I think I found something of yours.
I had never thought to see this again. Thank you.
He didn't really ask you to wear a feather boa.
The Anderfells. The Anderfells are a land of shocking extremes that is the most desolate place in all of the world, for two blights have left great expanse of that steppe so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay there. No insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders like the Meridian, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or Weishaupt Fortress, not forest, with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders, too, are a people of extremes, the most devout priests and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. More Brother Genetivi.
All easy, darling. You get used to it.
Is this like not trespassing anymore? Actually, I don't know if anything actually comes of you if you go and do this. Nobody just leaves around. I think these are all just refugees or something. Okay. Let's look at our journal then. Take Evelyn to find the ambush hiding along the path. Okay, yeah, we still have to do that. That's another one. Family history of the mage. Now, where would that be? Do I have to go back into the house? Did I not find what I was supposed to find with that?
Avert your eyes for a dog.
Okay, we got that, and we also have Gamlen's house. Let's go to the gallows first. Seems like there's more to do here.
So, Carver, have you thought about what you'll do if your expedition doesn't pay off?
Talk about this.
More mages. You talk.
I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both hawks. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
You wrote to my father.
I found a letter you sent about a friend of his you could not name.
Ah, the Templar. Your father could not write to him directly, lest the Order find out.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
That's surprising.
Not what I would expect from a Templar.
There was a time when the rules of the Order could be interpreted to suit a situation. Unlike these days. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Okay. Did that complete it?
Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivard Carver.
Huh.
Head for the door. If the will is so important, let's get it back to...
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Speak with them about this. Alright, I think I have to speak with them about it, though, back at her house. So let's go leave the area.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should... maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her. The estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
We have a home, Mother. A real home.
They forgave me. Mother forgave me. But... Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
Did you wait for a minute?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Bitches and hoes, Dave. Quest complete, leveled up. Poisons, storage. Alright, I gotta talk to him about crap.
Thinking of life in Hightown?
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, brother.
Is there something you would do differently, brother?
It's not up to me. We're on pace to recover an old name for an old woman. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
Fine, what would you do?
Very well, Carver. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backward, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong.
We can't just go back.
We wouldn't need to if you'd done it right. Lothering was our home, not this place. We could have stood our ground. You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
You own as much of that as I do.
I never claimed to be head of the family.
Neither did I, but someone had to save your ass. All right.
Brother. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
You a pussy.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago.
What else does he have to say?
Here, I got you something.
You want to eat some year-old cheese?
Why?
A peace offering.
We ended on a tense note last time. Take it as you will.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver.
Carver? The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say. Except... thank you.
Don't be a bitch anymore. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Where are my boys? Alright, those are rumors. I don't give a shit about rumors. Andrew's in his smuggling. Okay. Confirm, baby. Okay. Ambush site. Interesting. Okay, so this is an area I haven't been before that's outside the city. Okay. Let me see, alright, so yeah, because I can upgrade myself right now. Let's get our constitution up a little bit. I want him to be a healing mage. I want him to be mainly DPS. What do we got here? Hex of Torment and Horror, okay. The mental shenanigans. Spirit Bolt, Death Siphon. Glyph of Paralysis, Heal, Aurora. Going cold, I'll take that. Alright, her again. Get her constitution up a little bit more. See what she got here. She mainly does the weapon and shield stuff. Perception. There, He is gonna be our glass cannon, bro. Okay. He's slowly working his way back to friendly.
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.
Up there. I'm just running through the desert.
Alas, do I have anything to say about it?
Yeah, no, the combat is definitely a lot more streamlined in this than it was in the first one. The first one is kind of a carbon copy of, like, Knights of the Old Republic. This is definitely a lot more fluid, and it definitely, at least right now, it requires a lot less planning and a lot less trial and error. So we'll see if that stays true. And another pile of bones. Graved armband, okay. Alright, let's, so what's down here? Is it a dead end? Does it lead somewhere?
Here we go!
More coming!
They didn't stand a chance. Oh god, there's more of them. You don't have a soul, Mr. Magoo. Oh god, there's more of them? Okay. And you thought you could kill me. Alright, what else is this leading me to where I need to go? Ah, God, it's a bear trap, you son of a bitch. Who puts a bear trap there? You disgusting little fuck. Okay, elf fruit. I don't care, because elf fruit can go eat my butt. But we have a region. Bring it on! Gotcha, bitch.
To be unhealthy.
Alright, what the fuck is back this way? Is this where we came from? Yes, I believe this is where we... Yeah, okay, so this is where we came from. I believe it is. So now, where the hell does this go then? Because that led around. So where does this go? Rubble? What's in the rubble? Onyx fragment, okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else up here, so that's pretty clear. Now we gotta keep going down here and keep killing guys. We can't stop killing. Remember that.
We're close to the ambush, Hawk. Be ready.
Pile of bones. Alright. Let's go get him, gang. We're gonna do this. Oh, Varric still has to get upgraded. Yeah, he's gonna need high dex. He's a rogue. Let's see what we got here. Power. One is active. Bianca. Yeah, let's go with that.
Get ready.
Our targets for the
Kill them all. Ah, God, my dick!
Die screaming.
You have nothing!
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
Thank you, random person. I need to loot these bodies first, though. Okay, so I think...
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots?
Oh, okay, these are traps.
Always where you need.
Alright, so what do I got in the middle here? What's that, man? Why is there a... That's like a little thing next to it. I'm curious what that means.
Someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Oh.
Not before he gave it to
Okay, more shit.
to see if there were coins inside.
I was worried they would fall out.
Okay, so... Let's go back up to the high tower so she can get her shenanigans. Because we have to go back up here so that we can deliver the stuff for her.
How can
and
these
then she'll
nighttime
probably be-
streets be so dangerous? We should clear these idiot thugs out.
Okay. Don't I have to meet somebody at night in one of these quests? The ambush has been cleared. Yeah, okay, I know that. Yeah. Bring 50 sovereign. According to Varric, the expedition needs a way into the deep roads. Go to the Chantry in Hightown. Go to the Chantry in Hightown at night to help Anders. Okay, so yeah, I have to go. Alright, that makes a bit more sense. So that is Anders' quest. That's the one I was thinking of. So I do have to go. I don't think I should have gone up here, but I found a chest. I'll take the ring. I have to sell shit at some point. So how do I get... No. Okay, I think I gotta go up and around. I don't mind the map in this, although I kind of like the whole thing where you had like the white background and shit for that, because it did make it a little bit easier to see. Oh boy, alright. How many of you need to die? Holy crap on a stick, bro. We killed all of them. That wasn't even funny. Any more of them?
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
Yes.
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars. When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Great, I can loot.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
That's not good.
Never take another mage as you took him.
Here we go!
Hang on. Be right back. So that was a shocker. Anders is possessed or something, I guess. Alright. Well, we're gonna murder the Templars. Fear my magic.
Anders, what did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
That's a good question.
What did you do? Not the Fade part. The angry glowing bit.
It's like a gateway to the Fade inside you, glowing like a beacon.
I have some unique circumstances, yes. But Carl, what happened? How did they get you?
The Templars here are far more vigilant than in Ferelden. They found a letter I was writing you. You cannot imagine it, Anders. All the color, all the music in the world, gone. I would gladly give up my magic. But this... I'll never be whole again. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
There's no other way?
Maybe we can find a cure. Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
Do as he asks.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
Okay. We killed all those motherfuckers. Every last one of them, they dead.
That wasn't normal magic you just did, was it?
This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade.
Oh, justice.
We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
Spirit of justice?
And that's different than a demon?
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
Are you saying what I think?
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
Let me get this straight.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
So he's a nice spirit?
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
The Templars will think the same. We're friends with a monster.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is righteous. Justice is hard. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
No, I'm not going to fuck you. Can you control it?
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
Wish I could help.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You're the first one I've ever told this. Thank you for not running away. My maps are yours. As am I, if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
Alright, so let's bring him. Alright, so let's leave Crazy Bitch behind, because we already did her stuff, I think. Did we? Yeah. I gotta upgrade his ass anyway. Alright, so he was a healing mage before. Oh, vengeance. What does this do? Nothing here. And greater here. Middle, rival, middle. Okay. 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 History of Kirkwall, Chapter 4. The Threnhold family assumed the foreboding control of the city at the very onset of the Dragon Age. Less than a week after Merrick Theron retook the Ferelden throne from Orlais. Since this was followed by a civil war in Antiva, the much maligned Three Queens era, and a coup in the Tevinter Imperium, many thought that the Dragon Age would bring devastating change. Perhaps this was a hasty estimate, but it was true for Kirkwall. Viscount Chivalry Threnhold was a vicious thug who took power through a campaign of intimidation, and his son Perrin, who succeeded him in 914 Dragon, was even worse. Taxes were crippling, and Perrin Threnhold used the ancient chains extended from the Twins, standing at Kirkwall's harbor, unused since the new, exalted marches to block sea traffic and charge exorbitant fees from Orlesian ships. The Empire threatened invasion following the closure of the Waking Sea Passage, and for the first time the Chantry used the Templars to pressure the Viscount. Until that point, the Templars had done nothing to counter the Threnholds, even though, as the largest armed force in Kirkwall, they could have. Knight Commander Guylian's only written comment was in a letter to Divine Beatrice III. It is not our place to interfere in political affairs. We are here to safeguard the city against magic, not against itself. The Divine, as a friend to the Emperor, clearly had other ideas. In response, Viscount Perrin hired a mercenary army, forcing a showdown with the Templars. They stormed the gallows and hung Knight Commander Guylian, igniting a series of battles that ended with Perrin's arrest and the last of his family's rule. The Templars were hailed as heroes, and even though they wished to remain out of Kirkwall's affairs, it was now forced upon them. Knight Commander Meredith appointed Lord Marlowe Dumar as the new Viscount in 921 Dragon, and she has remained influential in the city's rule ever since. From Kirkwall, the City of Change, by Brother Genetivi. Yeah, baby! We're getting a reading in today. We're gonna read a book. That's scary to most people, ain't it? Let's read books. Dogtown. Okay. Alright, so doesn't look like there's anything here, although I haven't explored down there yet, unless that's just a way out. But let's go look at our journal. The ambush has been... Okay. Oh, I do have to return to the barracks. Son of a bitch. I shouldn't have left her behind. Talk to Varric, load on it. Okay. Questions and answers. Alright, so I have stuff to do with him. But first things first, I have to try... I have to go... I have to try and get out of this shithole, damn it. Damn it to hell. Run, dog.
Don't like dark time.
Oh, crap.
Die in this room. Now you fall.
Fucking God. Ah, crap, there's a lot of them. Smoke him, Ricky. No, smoke him, Ricky. Damn. That was so many ninjas. Like a shit ton of ninjas. What's in there? Deathroot, you say? Alright, I don't give a shit about Deathroot. Potion making. Potion making.
There's no food here. I want to go home.
You want to do what? I'm gonna eat you. I don't even know who the hell this guy is.
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
Sister Plinth's remains. Remains of Sister Plinth.
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
Okay. I don't know what you've been talking about, bro. Can I get out of here like I did with the last game? Where I can just go to the... No, I think I actually have to physically exit the area, which is kind of shitty. I mean, some of them had that. Ooh. Well, I'll take your shit. Because I can, mainly.
Good payday.
Still living with that uncle?
No, I don't want to order... Okay, that's the guy I can order potions from. That's not the guy I want to talk to. Okay, so... Oh, so city at night. Okay, so I was going to it at night. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So during the day... We're in Darktown. Let's go to Viscount's Keep. And then I'll switch it off for her. That is interesting, though, because that means 2 of our characters from Awakening are technically in this. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of him for right now and keep her. And now we can go and complete this.
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide the patrols, not you and your whims. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
A lot of yelling for doing him a favor.
We killed a band of highwaymen. What does it matter whose patrol it was? It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
Whose patrol was it?
So let's find out whose toes you actually stepped on.
Then we should check the duty roster and see who was supposed to take that route. What have I stepped in this time? Threaten my friends. I'm not letting that one go, Captain.
Aveline!
Why do you walk like you have to
for
poo?
clearing the ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
You would have been alone?
A lone guard isn't much of a patrol.
Shouldn't need to be. That route was clear for weeks. First noise out of it was your big fight. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donick for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. The satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
So the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush?
You're sure you want to pursue this? This is your superior we're talking about.
If a guard has been put at risk, a good captain would want to know why. And if he's not a good captain, I want to know why.
Set up to deliver.
A messy way to pass information. And Brennan already sent it along.
Another guard is walking into the same trap. I can't let that happen. Brennan said Donick. A good man. Donick. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way.
Big B. Alright, stupid cat. You can do what you want. Alright. I don't need to go in here. No, hang on a sec. No, I want to go this way. I want to get out of the building. Running down the mountain. Okay, so... Chantry. Alright, there's a lot of shit to do here, so let's go here at night.
These thugs are plaguing the streets. I don't see a problem in
A
giving them the
badly
fight they
copied
want.
leaflet. Take back our streets. For Elden refugees, Qunari soldiers, who's next? Avenger slavers snatching children out of their beds. This ends now. Send a message to the Kirkwallers will not accept this. We must band together to drive foreign waste from our doorstep. Reclaim the free marches for the marchers. If you care about our future, join the Friends of Kirkwall. Reclaim our city. Okay. Yeah, it's in Codex now. What is this?
Stand. Ready. They come.
Damn it, you bitch.
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
Injury kit from your inventory. Okay. What is this? Anzo the Contact. What is this one for? Bait and switch. And that is... Bait and switch. Sound of it. Okay, I just have to meet him there.
Are you Ansel?
Ah! Sweet mother of Partha. You can't just run up on someone like that.
I just
Are
did.
you the one that mercenary told me about? The one looking for work?
That's me.
I used to work with the Red Iron, if that's what you mean.
Yes, it is. What I mean, that is... My apologies, human. I haven't been on the surface very long. I keep thinking I'll fall up into that sky any minute.
Bartrand used to be like that. Got jumpy every time he stepped outside.
But I digress. I need some help. Rather badly, in fact. Some product of mine has been misplaced. The men who were supposed to deliver it decided not to. If you retrieve my property, I could reward you handsomely.
Alright.
I'll get it back for you.
Sure. Add it to the list of things I'm accessory to.
Oh, thank goodness. The gentlemen conduct their business at night in a little hovel within the alienage. If you have to kill them, then I guess it can't be avoided. But I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
Rivalry. You bitch. You bitch. Okay, so we picked up something new there. We continued something there, so let's...
We can't waste time, Hawk. Guardsman Donick is here somewhere.
Alright, which one is this one? Loose ends. Alright, let's do that one next. Let's do hers first.
We must be getting close to the ambush. I'm not losing another guard to
Ah, crap.
Teach you to mess with a maid.
Who? Aveline? You're a beautiful sight.
Guardsman.
I mean, I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount. Office details, city accounts.
Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
Selling out his own. Forget guard captain. This man needs to be in government.
Not now, Hawk. Jevon needs to see how justice works. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves.
Alright, I got that 5 back.
Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
Stiletto? What is that? Alright, so let's see here. What else we got in the city? Alright, we still got to do that one. So why don't we go over and... Let me go take care of that. The bait and switch thing. Oh, man. Oh god, I went down. Shit, we got problems, boy.
Too close for comfort.
God, I'm a bitch. No more injuries. Second fat guy. How many more of you psychos do I have to kill? Jesus Christ! Jesus, I'm getting my butt licked.
Better luck in the next fight. Not the brightest thing you could have done. I could do this in my sleep.
Come on, you stupid midget. Stop sucking, Hawk. The Enigma of Kirkwall. In the back alleys of Lowtown, you can find extraordinary things. Priceless tomes of knowledge can be bought with a handful of gold. The Chant of Archon Levi's, a whole chapter of the Midnight Compendium. Some of these books were thought lost forever. And those are no forgeries. I've verified their authenticity myself. The fences have no inkling that what they're selling has value. Where did these books come from? After several failed attempts, I got my answer underneath the city. There's a hive of hidden passages in Kirkwall's sewers. Now and then a lucky sewer rat comes across an unlooted chamber, and then a cache of ancient Deventer relics spreads through the black market. We must search below the city. Underneath a cobblestone with curious markings faintly glowing, it is signed of the Band of Three. We saw another thing that was for the Band of Three, I believe, as well. I think it was in the guard captain's quarters. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of dead bodies. There's a lot of dead bodies. Kirkwall, the elven alienage. Lowtown is home to a squalid elven alienage. Here, like in most Thedas alienages, elves are packed into tiny rundown apartments and effectively segregated from the human population. Kirkwall's alienage is even more dilapidated than the rest of Lowtown, but the elves go to great lengths keeping the place looking bright and festive. The Vental, tree of the people, and standing in the middle of the alienage is a symbol for elven pride and shared cultural identity, and it is lovingly cared for. It's difficult to say if the elves would continue confining themselves to the alienage if they were given the chance to mingle. They may not admit it, but some feel that living among their kind is far better than living with humans, no matter how terrible alienage life might be. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, nor Brother Genitivi. Brother Genitivi. Hang on. Come here, cat. Sorry, I have a cat. Well, let's see what our time is actually before I go and do this. Alright, our time is actually pretty good. So we'll end this here, and we'll come back with more Dragon Age 2. Bye.